David. Thanks for taking the time. This one landed in your lap because it's in your area of the woods. David's coming from Kirkland, Washington. All right, I'm going to open up to you. What are your thoughts on this? Discriminating against white people.
Yeah, I mean, Nike's not new to employment scrutiny. I mean, for decades, there's been questions about their sweatshops, child labor allegations overseas. And so now this new investigation of how they treat workers here in the U.S., this is super concerning. I mean, Nike's a brand that, I put on my kids. Other parents do, too. It's promoted by athletes all over the place, people that are admired. And so refusal to comply with regulations over serious allegations like this raise serious concerns about accountability and trust. So I don't think this is about politics. This is about whether powerful institutions believe that the rules actually apply to them or not. America is the greatest place to do business because we're a place of rule and law. I mean, fairness and accountability, they're supposed to apply equally across the board. Just even thinking back to Martin Luther King here, who's talking about a nation where we would not be judged by the color of our skin, but rather by the content of our character. I don't think that was a moral statement. That was an economic one that applies right here to this, too. And the middle class has been built on merit. And so this identity politics and not understanding the God-given protected rights of the Constitution is a significant travesty right now. And I hope that Nike's held accountable through this investigation.
All right. You've also mentioned off air that there's some other things bubbling up in your area of the woods. Why don't you share with us what's going on there?
Sure. Right now in the state of Washington, our Constitution explicitly prohibits income tax. And literally today, there's a hearing being held in advance of what they're literally calling an income tax, and they're going to just push it through anyway. So as a citizen, I'm very concerned. There's no vote, no constitutional amendment. And oh, by the way, the journalists who asked the hard questions, they've been denied access to the meeting. This is literally the same playbook that we saw 2 years ago when they passed a long-term capital gains tax by calling it a levy, even though it was based specifically upon income. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, Scott. And literally all over 49 states, every other nation around the world, this is an income tax, but not Washington for some reason. So my point here is that, this is inconsistent with the principles that we claim to be standing on. This is, if it's not protecting anybody, it's not protecting everybody.
I mean, that's very interesting. We're in Tennessee here at RFD TV, and obviously there's no state income tax here either. I mean, that's going to have a market effect on the citizens in your state. There's maybe some folks that will up and leave or something, but that's such a big change. It could affect the income and economic level for everybody that lives there.
No question. I mean, there's a lot of people. I was just talking to a realtor last night. I said, hey, how's everything going? Because knowing that the market's tight. He said, it's kind of a weird year. Yeah, it is tight. But I've got a lot of people asking me to list their house right now because they're looking at getting out of Washington, avoiding all these taxes that are being pushed on them that, again, are unconstitutional because we're not being protected by the Constitution that's supposed to be standing with us here. And so, yeah, people are going to be exiting those high income earners, but also they're going to be opening up their positions in other places outside of the state of Washington. So Washington's been a great place to do business. You got Microsoft, you got Google's new headquarters here, you got Costco, Starbucks, Boeing. Some of the biggest organizations in the world come out of this place because of the tax treatment that we've had. And ultimately, the state of Washington is not looking to protect these job creators and these innovators, but instead force new legislation without a vote, without the right people even being there to ask the questions. And it's just mind-boggling to think that people are above the law like this.
Well, they're gonna kill the golden goose. All right, that's what's going to happen. I really appreciate you coming on, David Stryzewski. Great talking to you. Great to bring up all those other subjects. Really appreciate you coming on.